With Andy Gray, we are live, of course, from Doha after 9 tonight. Excuse me. We'll hear from Arsene Wenger. Sean Dyche joins us at 8:15, and AJB says with tongue-in-cheek, after tweeting from Hollywood, Andy, Solskjaer became a great coach because he was sat behind the best for 90% of his playing life. Harsh but fair. Sam Allardyce joins us on the telephone. Big Sam, good evening to you.
Evening, Sam.
Good evening. Richard, Andy, how are you?
We're good, mate.
We are good, Sam, thank you very much. We're enjoying the sunshine. You're not enjoying, I don't think, too much right now, are you? Certainly not the weather in your part of the world, from the pictures I saw of you midweek.
No, it was pretty wet and gloomy at Manchester City, not just the weather, but also the outcome, of course, which was obviously something that we didn't want to happen, but we all know how good Manchester City are these days in the home ground at the Etihad Stadium. So a fantastic piece of quality finishing shown by an outstanding Manchester City team.
What of your team, Sam? What is going on at the moment that you need to correct, and can you?
We can correct it all by the co-chairman and ourselves working extremely hard to bring a couple of new players in, which obviously I think lifts everybody, but more importantly we overcome our extensive injury list, particularly with players that have been out for a considerable amount of time. We've had a little boost today that Andy Carroll gets into the squad for the first time this season. I think that'll lift everybody. He's going to be on the bench and will play a small part at some stage, I think, because obviously he hasn't kicked any football match-wise for a very, very long time, but we think it's some small gamble worth taking, having got the all clear in terms of his injury.
Sam, is it as simple as your players haven't been available for you? You've had this horrendous injury list. Is that as simplistic as that, the way your form's been this year?
Well, form in the early part of the season, Andy, was fine when we had particularly the defenders fit, a group of our three central defenders, James Collins, Winston Reid, been out for a long time, and of course James Tompkins, all have been missing. Our early season form was good, but not as good a results as we should have achieved, because we kept 8 clean sheets in the first 14 matches, and since those central defenders haven't been available, we've now found it very difficult to stop goals going in, and I think that is one of the key elements first, to get them central defenders back, to get that solid unit back there, and then of course increase our goal scoring activities and our goal scoring power, and of course Andy and maybe others, if we can find them to come in, will help us in that area.
Sam, you've sampled and seen, I'm guessing, most things in your managerial career. Have you ever sampled a week that you've just had?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I mean, I think that...
so who helps you, Sam, then, when you have to go through something that you haven't experienced? Who does a manager turn to?
I think I ring up other managers, other people, just speak to a few people that I know quietly, and just talk some things through from a football point of view, but generally draw on your experience, and draw the fact that you know what is right, what you need to get back to, or your team needs to get back to, instill a huge amount of confidence back in the players as quickly as you can, because it obviously drains the confidence when things are not going your way. Talk about working hard, talk about doing the right things in the right areas, and not letting the brain get too scrambled, of course, and that is what can happen when results don't go your way.
Will you be doing business, Sam, in the coming weeks?
Well, we've been trying to do business for many weeks in terms of preparation to sign players when the January window opened. Those unfortunately has fallen on stony ground in the end for one reason or another. I think we continue to do that work and continue to try, and are close, but never been able to clinch the player that we've wanted just recently, but continue to do that, and we will, I think, be successful eventually, but we want it sooner rather than later. We all do, chairman included.
Were you in any way concerned to get a vote of confidence from David Sullivan and David Gold a few days ago?
No, I wasn't. I think that their track record speaks for itself in terms of how many managers they've had in their time. I think that they've been in it for 20 years or so and they've not been rushed into anything when you look over that period of time in terms of knee-jerk reactions. But, you know, of course, in the end, they have to improve results. The players have to get out and give results. Otherwise, we are loitering at the wrong end of the table, and the games are beginning to run out, you know. And I think that the longer it goes without picking the points up, the harder the job gets in recovering. So we've got to do that as quickly as we possibly can.
Sam, has it been tough since midweek to lift the guys after that result at the Etihad?
I think it was tough in terms of you know, the fact that when you get beat as we did, even though other teams are greater and better than us have been beaten by similar margins, it's still a very, very heavy defeat, like, you know. And I think that you always have to try and pick your players up after that and say, you know, what we've got to do for the next game is dismiss any negativity and get back to knowing how you can play. I said to the players the other day, look, find your best game. We have it all in our database. Have a look at when you played your best game, what you did right. Remind yourself of what you can do when you're on your best form. Have a look at it, you know, and re-energise yourself mentally, not just physically, to get performing to that level as quickly as we can.
Sam, this won't come as a surprise to you. Me and my mate took one hell of a beating in recent times. You've had a sort of love-hate, fractious relationship with the West Ham fans. You've taken a kicking as well at different times recently. Has it ever crossed your mind to walk? Would you walk? No, you don't. I've never walked as a man, never walked away from anything, me. But I mean, it gets tough. But you know, I don't consider that to be an option. I think that you got to be the leader in good or bad when it comes to a football club as a manager, and you lead your team the right way and do the right things. You have to put aside what distractions there might be on the outside and focus on what is the right thing to do on the inside, and that is work with your players and get back down to hard work, understanding how to play the game the right way, making sure that when the opposition are in possession, they're not finding it very difficult to break down, and when you get the opportunity attack with quality and pace, and try and get in the opposition's box and cause them some problems. Well, we wish you well, my friend. It's encouraging, I think, for West Ham fans to know that Carroll is not just back, but looks like he might take part tomorrow as well. So, good. One final thing, Sam. Have you ever seen or taken a team down?
Well, I have only once, and that's when I joined Notts County many years ago when they were down at the bottom when I first took over, which I think was either late January or the beginning of February, and didn't manage to keep on that year. But
so the answer really is no.
No, not really.
Well, keep it going.
Yeah, good luck, Sam. Good luck with the weekend.
Top man. Thanks, Sam. Thanks for talking to us.
Bye.
Sam Allardyce. There we have it. We'll be talking to Sean Dyche in just a moment or so. Not before we found out which of the two teams playing tonight at Leicester